at your best. Left all the others in the past.
Today's broadcast was brought to you by Vistaprint. Create powerful promotions that are easy to design and hard to miss. With Vistaprint, it's easy to customize your business cards, marketing material, corporate gifts, calendars, stationery, and more with confidence, or get real-time design help. Visit radioonfire.com/Vistaprint to get $20 off any order of $40 or more. If you have a message to get out, you want it to be affordable, but you want it to look professional. Visit radioonfire.com/Vistaprint for $20 off today.
Hello and welcome to S.W.A.P Radio, also known as Survivors with the Purpose. I'm Monica.
And I'm Toya.
Today we're joined by Vanessa Payne.
Hi.
Yes, look y'all, she all purpled out. Y'all know, I was going to say, can you, yeah. I was going to say, okay, so listen you guys. Of course, I have on purple today. My lovely friend. I left her shirt, so she doesn't have her shirt today.
But I do got the lipstick.
There you go. Thank you for wearing that purple, okay? And, of course, Miss Vanessa was going to have on her purple. Okay?
Always.
Okay, so before I get down to why Miss Vanessa is here, I would like to tell everyone, if this is your first time watching the show, you need to know what Survivors is a purpose. What Survivors with the Purpose is about. So Survivors with the Purpose radio show, along with the rest of our team, will use this platform to bring awareness to many things that our community struggles with on a daily basis. Here at S.W.A.P Radio, we will encourage, motivate, and serve as a support system for our community. Now, although we spoke about lupus 2 weeks ago, we have Miss Vanessa here. She's having a LipSync4Lupus event, which we're going to win. But she's having this event, and she's also a lupus warrior. So we're going to have her speak a little bit about that and then go straight into the event.
All right.
Yes.
So as y'all know, we fight lupus every day. I do. So that's why I came up with these events. And this is our 3rd annual LipSync4Lupus. So you come out, as you know, she's got a team together, and we are going to have a contest. So you compete against each other, and the judges are going to judge to see who's going to win our 3rd annual LipSync4Lupus. But that's not all that's going on that night, even though it's the main thing. We have raffles going on, 50-50, silent auction, Chinese auction. We have NFL player in the house, 2-time Super Bowl champ, Danelle Ellerby will be there signing autographs for us. mingling with you, you know, talking football, I'm sure.
She's so mad.
Who, me?
Just so you know, this is a Steelers fan in the middle of us.
That's all right.
So that's why she did that.
In the middle though, like
Let me tell you, if he would have went to the Steelers, it would have been the only time I would have had black and gold. So, you know, it's going to be a fun night.
It is.
Let's hear about your little performance. You gonna give us any sneak preview?
Oh, absolutely not.
I think we have about 6 to 10 teams that have signed up. There is a $500 first cash prize.
Ooh, okay.
And we have now, and Pebs don't even know this, so she might get money even if she don't get first place. We're offering $100 to second place and $50 to third.
We coming in.
Trophies are involved. You're gonna get trophies, but it's a night just to come out and have fun and raise awareness for a disease that people just really don't know a lot about.
And I was one of them. I did say that I didn't. Everybody talk about cancer, diabetes, all that, but I never really paid attention to or thought about lupus for real. So
right.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah,
and
you're
sharing.
welcome. A lot of people, you know, they walk up to me with my hair being purple and automatically talk crap and talk about, it's the Ravens, but it's not. It's about other things. Purple's out there for other things.
That's right.
Not better things than football, but a little more important than football. So, you know, come out, support. There's other ways you guys can support is to, like, walk on the hill. We did that 2 weeks ago, asking for money for funds to find a cure for autoimmune diseases. But, this is a night that it's going to be fun.
And it's for the family, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Pebbles has been to some of my events before.
Yes,
she hasn't been to this type of one, and this is the third one. So it's fun. You get to interact with, you know, try to bribe judges. I know some of them like candy.
You know what?
One of them likes Henny. I know that for a fact.
Let me be real clear. Let me be real clear with
Just
everyone
joking.
watching. We don't need to bribe them. We have this in the bag. I'm sorry.
So there's going to be judges there judging everybody that night. We've got 4 judges. We've got 4 guest judges, and one is Verse from Reisterstown. He's a local rapper. He's coming out, and we got Joanne Campbell, and she does Pause for Runway for the pets, and she's on the radio a lot. And then we have Nikki Mayo, and she was the winner of first place last year. So, watch out.
Please.
And then we also have Dirty Rice from DC.
Yes, her performance was awesome.
Yeah, her performance. They did 2 years in a row. They rocked it. You know, they definitely rocked it.
I don't think they had competition. Those 3. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If they had, I still think that they would have. They performed for months, like you.
I mean,
you're performing.
I saw
You're
it.
performing.
That's what I'm saying. It was
So,
pretty good.
Yeah, it was real good. Watch it. She's your judge.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it was pretty good. You're not
So then again, we're having a raffle, as you can see. I have a Michael Kors purse here, and we have a Coach bag here. $20 a shot, you know, to win a $400 purse. That's not bad. We're doing 50-50 raffle. 50-50 means if we come up with a $1,000 pot, you're going to get 50% of it. The foundation's going to get 50. So we do an arm length for 10 and a wingspan for 20. But I pick people with very short arms to do this. It's like, no, I'm just kidding. Look at her face. You know, you make out better buying it that way. Last year, I think the pot got up to like 600. So the person that won it got 300, and we got 300 of it.
So let me ask you something. Have you had anyone win and then just donate it all?
Oh, yes. Yes, almost every year. Last year, it was a college kid from Bateman's, a waiter, and he gave back 50% of what he won. Okay. And that was great, but don't feel obligated to do that. You guys are there spending money. If I can give you any other hint, if you're going to come that night and you got a label maker for, like, your name and address, bring it, because we sell a lot. You're going to be sitting there all night filling your name out.
Oh, wow.
Stamps, you know what I mean? Them little post stamps with your name and your address or your phone number on it, because we hustle. Like I might have you come off stage and go out there and try to sell some. No?
Don't say sell something. You have to be very clear.
Oh, okay.
Around here.
Yeah, sell some of my 50-50 raffle tickets or my Michael Kors.
There you go.
But
we're
going to have local artist Antonio Moore is going to be on in there in the house that night. He goes around and draws pictures, paints pictures live of like any of the players that show up. So Danelle, with big head, always gets his picture painted, and then he autographs it, and we raffle that off. Trying to think of what else we do that night. We give giveaways. We got a lot of giveaways. We got some gift bags to give away, door prizes.
One of my team members logging in and watching.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, Nicole, I told them we have it in the bag.
What else? Like, a lot goes on that night. There's just so much. Come out, eat. Bill Bateman gives us 15 to 20% of all the proceeds from the time the door opens to the time it closes, and that's on alcohol too. So it's a Friday night. Get turned up, but have fun.
She said get turned up.
Spend that money. Come out. It's for a good cause, you know. We need to find a cure for this disease that is really hurting a lot of us.
It really is.
It is. I'm fighting tonight. I don't know if you can see, but I've got the butterfly flat rash going on, but I rested. I napped.
And I kept checking on you, like, you okay? You sure you're going to be okay to come?
Yeah, so I really appreciate, you having me on and promoting this. And,
oh, listen, not a problem. You know, look, this is how we actually met, doing something.
Charity work.
You know, that exactly.
Charity
That's
work,
how we
absolutely.
That's how we did.
I'd like to, if we can, you did charity work with me. Do you remember?
What about it? You would like to know how to donate?
Is that Bill Bateman's?
She said that.
Thank you. I'm sorry. It's at Bill Bateman's in Reisterstown. It's the one in Reisterstown, 102 Chartley Drive, Reisterstown. If you can't make it that night and you want to donate, you can go to lupusresearchalliance.org and donate on there. You can donate. My team name is the Payne Train, but honestly, if you just donate, I don't care if it goes to my team. Just donate. Help us find a cure for lupus. Other ways is to share, share my event page, share anything you can about lupus. Go out and educate yourself on lupus.
So how can they find your event page?
It is on Facebook, and it's under Ravens Girl 1964. I also have, what else do I have out there? I don't have it on Instagram. Yeah, just Facebook. You can't make an event page on.
You can't.
So it's basically on Facebook. We have an event page on my page on Ravens Girl. I'm always posting on there about it.
I'll share it as well.
So just share, spread the word, come out. We need people to come out. It's a good night.
Now, if we're friends, people, and you want to make a donation, just let me know. We can meet up, and then I'll make sure she get it if you don't want to do it through the website.
And there's trophies, too. There's a first place, second place, and third place
just
trophy.
Go ahead and dust off my first place trophy, okay?
We got to see, man. I can't wait to see what some of the
people...
people...
I'll take my prize money in all dollar bills.
All dollar bills. I'd like to thank the Ellerby family for that $500 cash donation.
Shout out
thank you so much, Shervella. She's also performing, so...
I remember I got on that live. Yeah. I came on the live. She was like, "Oh yeah, because we're gonna." No, I don't think so.
I don't know. I said, she's bringing. I don't. She hasn't told me either what she's singing. Well, I don't know why everybody's not telling me.
Because then you would know. You need to be surprised.
But I'm not.
It's too late to sign up. Son, it's over.
She tried to get me to do it. I'm anxiety. No, thank you.
So, again, like I said, come out early. Make sure everybody comes out early.
Yes, y'all, especially if you're supporting us. Come on out, okay? Make sure y'all cheering for us. Scatter out, okay? Be all around, because we coming from every angle.
So, oh, no.
I'm gonna have my supporters everywhere. I need them in all parts. I don't need them in one area. So they can be like, oh, they are. No.
You on a stage, out. Right? Did you practice where you don't fall off?
Listen.
Now somebody's wig come flying off.
She want me. Nobody's wearing a wig.
Okay.
everybody's wearing hair. If it's not their natural hair, it's gonna be sewn in, so it's not coming off.
Because that was a fun one. That wig come flying off, but let me tell you, she kept stepping.
Okay, listen, we won't have to worry about that. We are going to
Janet
secure
Jackson.
the wigs.
So everybody just come out. It is going to be Friday, April 5th, starting at 5. Performances start at 7. Supposed to be over at 10, but we're there until 2 a.m. when the bar closes because I get the money until then. So we got to keep the party going.
my party will end early because I have to work.
I got to be to work at 6 a.m. the next morning. Too.
Oh, but that's your event. You can't go anywhere.
Right.
I'm out of there.
But we're gonna drag any
Well, I'm
winners.
gonna be at work like this.
We're gonna drag them winners like until after 10, maybe. No.
I'll stay there until 10:01.
All right.
Because I will.
She's like, I want my money, and then I go. So come out.
All right, you guys. Again, just give them the address to Bill Bateman.
It is 102 Chartley Drive, Reisterstown, Maryland. It's Bill Bateman's out in Reisterstown. If you want a reservation, I would say make one. If you want to be up front, make one. It does become, yeah. A lot of people have already booked them, so you better get there quick. But there is plenty of standing room. And you never know who all's going to stop through, you know. Danelle rolls with some good friends.
So I should bring something to get autographed? No, I'm just joking.
Well,
Okay, guys.
Danelle, absolutely. Absolutely. Danelle will be there signing autographs. And
but you said he bringing some friends. I need
you
all
know,
of them.
people drop through. They're in Reisterstown. You never know. You just never know. It's in the Owens Mills area, so you never know who's going to stop through. Jameel McClain's another big supporter of mine, so I'm sure Jameel will roll through. He's a Super Bowl champ, great guy. I'd like to send. You've been to our charity events with Jameel, and
yes,
you know Santa Bo.
I've been to the
We just
gym.
lost Santa Bo. You remember
Yeah,
Santa
I remember.
Bo? So there's going to be a basket. Weaver Meats, he always tried to win every year when we would have our events. And that's going to be sort of just a little, that's a basket for Santa Bo because he just passed away last week. And
yeah, I saw that.
A lot of us in the charity world are very much hurting and missing and very saddened. So, you know, just have a moment for him Friday night also.
Well, we would like to thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm glad you'll see me win our first place prize there. Okay. So
you're good with the mic.
We're gonna but I won't have a mic that day. I'll have on the
you doing it that way?
Yeah.
Oh,
so we're gonna take a quick commercial break, you guys, and when we come back,
thank you.
We're gonna talk about some local issues with the Baltimore City Public School System. Stay tuned.
Today's broadcast was brought to you by Vistaprint. Create powerful promotions that are easy to design and hard to miss. With Vistaprint, it's easy to customize your business cards, marketing material, corporate gifts, calendars, stationery, and more with confidence, or get real-time design help. Visit radioonfire.com/Vistaprint to get $20 off any order of $40 or more. If you have a message to get out, you want it to be affordable, but you want it to look professional. Visit radioonfire.com/Vistaprint for $20 off today. Welcome back to Survivors with a Purpose. Clearly, we have a new face here. Okay. Welcome back, Tony, to the show. Look at all right, y'all, before we get into, Tony and everything, we need to discuss
our own event, okay? S.W.A.P Radio presents a mental health awareness event on Saturday, April 27th from 1:30 to 4:30. Look at her raising her eyebrows at me. So it's going to be at Langston Hughes Community Center at 5011. Yes, 5011. That's what my daughter told me earlier when I asked her. Yes, but she told me 5011. I said, is that not 5011? She said, it can be whatever you want, Mommy, but I'm saying it like this.
5011.
Yeah, so 5011 Arbutus Avenue, off of Ricerstown, you guys. Don't go to Arbutus in real life. You know, the one over. No, don't do that. Ricerstown yeah. The zip code is 15.
That's right, Park Heights.
That's not technically Park Heights.
That's 15, zone 15 where I grew up.
Yeah, that's cool.
Before them tracks.
That's cool. If we want to go zip code, some parts of 07 is Woodlawn and some parts is Gwinnett. It depends. Some parts is Windsor Mill. It's more depending on, location. So that's not technically. It doesn't say welcome to Park Heights right there. It doesn't say that. Okay, so you get this the ratchet chick right here. So we're not gonna go there.
Keep it,
so really, really quick to see. This is the reason that I'm having this mental health awareness event. Okay, so again, make sure you come out. We have Zumba to help relieve stress. Okay, relax, relate, release. So we're going to do a little bit of Zumba, maybe 15, 20 minutes of that. I will be participating. Are you going to do some Zumba?
I can't.
Why? Oh, you know what? I remember. Well, you can watch.
I can watch.
Yeah, you can do the things that just,
I can get a massage. Shoulder massage, that's about it.
Do you have a masseuse coming? You have someone that's a massage therapist? Do you have one to come? That's what I'm asking you.
Oh, no.
Oh, I don't have one that's coming. Oh, okay. Well. Tony, would you like to give massages at the event?
Is they paying for these beautiful hands?
I don't know. Is a portion of your proceeds going to go to mental health awareness?
I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Oh, okay. So, ladies. Oh. So, I don't know what that was. However.
Something happened.
What?
I don't know. Go ahead.
So, that threw me off for a second. However, we will continue to the reason that we're here, okay? Lately around Baltimore City, children has been, it's been 2 incidents of stabbings. One at City and one at Patterson. I didn't really hear too much about the incident at City. However, the one that I really...
Because I heard a little bit, not much.
I didn't. That's all I heard was that... I only heard about it when I heard about the one at Patterson. Okay. But we do have a video in which... I just want opinions because it looks like bullying to me. We have a video of when Bernard Hopkins had stabbed his alleged, how I want to say it, person that was the alleged person that was bullying him. So in a moment, that video will appear.
2 seconds been up, by the way. We get angry.
Why you going in your pot? Why you going in your dip, yo?
Dick! Come here, Dick! He gonna kill us! Oh my God! Oh, bitch! Let me stop!
Okay, so first things first. If that's your daughter, slap her for me. Really. She just yelling and going on and instigating. That needs to stop. Because without anybody agreeing with the bully, they're not really that bad. She's egging them on, hyping it up. And from me looking at the video, it looks like the 2 other boys that you can see in the footage are there as well to bother him. I can't tell because those were the 2 that was like, well, what you going in your dip for? What you digging in your pocket for? If you didn't have anything to do with it, I needed to see what was going on. I really did. Now, I think I can't say that all of us may have been bullied at one point in time, but we've either heard of it or maybe our child went through it. Because I know mine went through it, and I was planning to go to jail because I'm not playing with people's kids. You were,
and then I went. Well, people probably say I turned into a bully, but I was bullied in elementary school, and then I was bullied in the neighborhood. So I was going to do 2 bullying situations at the same time, but at school and at home and on the
not
neighborhood.
Good.
So I got tired of it, and the one in the neighborhood, I stood up for myself, and we fought it out. She beat me, whatever, but I fought it out.
Right.
And then when I got to middle school, I was seeing people getting bullied. So because they was getting bullied, and I know that feeling, I would beat the crap out the bully.
Right, so you just basically took
turned into right. So people say
not turned into. That looks like to me you were just taking up for the person.
Right. So
being bullied.
So do you see the people that was there?
Facial expression.
He just looked like he not even here. But as you saw the 2 that was bullying and then the young lady, me and the young lady would have been fighting head up first, and then I probably would have turned to them. Right. Shut up.
Right, she's agitating and trying to get the boy riled up. Oh, he getting mad.
And
I hope I'm ever really
about to kill a boy. You one that's egging it on.
Right.
So right now you're accessory to the crime.
Right, and then this is the major problem I have. Even the teachers union said that this child was being bullied. So there's a record of this. His sister said that he even stopped coming to school for a while. So this happens after he returns to school, and you go right back to bothering him. So he was held without bail.
Why?
For defending himself. Mind you, there's another video I didn't pull, but there's another video of the person who was stabbed on there like, oh, I had to get 2 stitches or 3 stitches or something. So he got stabbed in 2 places. He on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. So he's planning retaliation. All of that on
video.
On video. The news have it. I didn't, like I said, the local news have it. I didn't pull the video because he wasn't getting no shine on here. Right. Regardless, because you're a bully.
Right.
And so now it wasn't I don't see him. I don't. They're making, although he was the bully, they're making him a victim. Listen, he responded to you bullying him.
Right.
I'm not saying yes, go around stabbing people that bully you, but that's the way he chose to handle. Well, somebody said it was premeditated. I don't know. I think he was just scared and he just was like, I need to take something to protect myself.
To a degree, it can be premeditated because you're tired, you want to defend yourself against the bully, but how much can a person getting bullied take? Right. You can take with so much, just like anybody.
Anybody. It don't matter what it is.
It don't gotta be a bully.
You keep poking.
Right. Poking that hungry bear, that sleeping bear, gonna get up and roar and do what it gotta do.
Right. If you want this smoke, I'm giving it to you. I'm just I don't know.
I don't understand why that little boy is still locked up.
Without bail.
Without bail. I don't understand it.
I seen people walking around have attempted murder charges, and they still walking around free. I don't know. Tony, was it bullying? You over there having, thoughts running through your head? Do you think it was bullying or what?
It was absolutely bullying. The way he went about it is why he's with no bail, because it was premeditated, because he thought the process out. He took a knife to school. So in the eyes of the law, not the eyes of the people, in the eyes of the law, that was premeditated. He did everything he thought he could possibly do to withstand the situation. No one was helping him, so he took the knife together. That's the eyes of the people. So we're going to say, oh, yeah, he did what he had to do because nobody else was coming to his aid. But the law is not operating in our eyes. They operating in that little book that they got. So
For charges.
yeah, so he definitely was bullied.
Because he go with a jury trial. He gonna have some of us, and not me. Please don't send me a thing. But you gonna have some of the people, you know.
That setup right there, if you look at it, and I'm one of them kids. I was bullied, but I wasn't bullied. You know what I'm saying? I was like the class clown. So everybody just thought I was a little scrawny, weak kid. They thought they could push me around, but they didn't know that the little scrawny, weak kid could fight. You know what I mean? So
I can't see you being a class clown. Maybe somebody that know it all, think they know it all.
No, I was
but not a class clown.
I was a class
clown. See that? Okay.
Yeah, I stayed in trouble. But
for thinking you know everything, or just the class clown?
I do know a lot, but I don't know everything.
But I'm just, listen.
I read a lot.
You know your name used to be Know It All in the group chat. No, I'm just saying.
My name wasn't Know It All.
Because I made it that.
This is like a tennis match.
Oh. I made it that.
No, honestly, I don't pay attention to the names because all the names are silly. So I don't know. If I do say Know It All, knowing you did it. And a pot calling the kettle black.
No, I don't do that. My name's Smartass in the group, so I
know what your name is.
But women, we have so many comments up here.
Comments going on.
Yes.
You look at the situation, and I know because once people knew I could fight, nobody wanted to fight me no more. So they were setting up to bank that kid. That's why they surrounded him the way they surrounded. Right. So when I sat there and I looked at that video, I didn't even acknowledge the stabbing part. I looked at everything leading up to him stabbing him. And
that's how I saw them two boys on the side.
Yeah. And they say if you cage a rat gonna fight you. That's very, very true. And at that point he was caged. So
he had nowhere to go.
Nowhere to go. The closest person to him, what they say, if you chop off the head, the body will fall. So the person who he thought was the threat, he chopped them up. And what the other two boys did, they disappeared.
Right. They didn't run away. They stayed in the class. Because remember, when you watch the video, he chased the boy out the class. But they didn't come with him.
Where he was sitting at, when he stabbed the boy, they ran up into that corner. If you look at the phone, at the video, you can see them coming toward the person holding the phone. So they already, oh yeah, he hitting him, I'm getting out the way. He kept chasing the head honcho, you know what I'm saying? He gonna take care of him. Everybody else. Then at the end, when he was pacing, he came back to reality because he realized, yo, I just stabbed this dude. Like,
now I'm trying to figure out
what's the next step. You know what I'm saying? Me.
And that's why they say he threw the knife out the window. Like a teacher had him in the room.
Yeah, see,
and he dropped the knife out the window. So they found it in the courtyard or something.
He gotta come get a strong lesson of these fighting talents.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say he was thinking like rationally. It was, you know, I'm getting ready to be banked by some people. Like, what do you do? You don't think, oh, I'm gonna go to jail. You think more of let me defend myself.
Exactly.
So that's why he's where he is now. Right.
And then for them to charge him as an adult and hold him without bail, I think that was like piss poor judgment on the state's attorney or the prosecutor or whoever, the judges, the court commissioner, whoever. I think that was all just a blatant disregard for facts. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, he's not a threat to anyone. You know what I mean? The person he's a threat to now, I don't know if they're keeping him locked up for his own safety, because that could be a 50-50 double-edged sword on that aspect. You know what I mean? Because with that video, that guy saying, oh, I'm coming back to get him and this, that, and other, you don't know. You know what I mean? So maybe they could be keeping him locked up for his own safety. I doubt it, but maybe that's a possibility. You know, but that whole situation of him being locked up with no bail, I don't get that. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I don't know why he had to go to the level of charging him as an adult.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Why I couldn't stay. But he needs an attorney. That's the thing. His family should not get him a public defender.
Where's all the ones that couple months ago went and represented that young kid that allegedly killed that police officer? Why they ain't jump out there and give him free representation?
I don't know. What's their names? Let's call them out.
Warren Brown was one of them.
Warren Brown. Oh.
And then his clique behind him. I don't know all their names, but Warren Brown was the head honcho. So, I mean, this kid clearly, video speaks for itself. He clearly needs representation.
But see, and then they said that they was calling the school. And, you know, now they have that little code of conduct mess. You have to fill out a bullying form. So if his family did all of that, they have proof of what was going on.
See, all that code of contact and bullying stuff, that stuff don't work because we going through it with Janaya. And she called me this week crying. I say, listen, from this point on, I don't give a expletive what happens. Someone hit you, you beat the out of them, and don't worry about getting in trouble. I'll deal with that aspect. If you can't beat them, pick up a chair and bust them side of the head.
Well, see, come on now. Wait a minute.
Listen,
Wait
it's
a
not
minute.
another girl. It's boys.
Listen, I already listen. You would tell me like I don't know. I know.
I know. I'm saying for the
But
viewers.
This is what I'm. Listen.
You can't.
You're telling
allow,
her to use a weapon, and that's the same thing that Mr. Hopkins just did.
So if me and you was to stand up and fist fight, what advantage do you have over me?
I'm gonna knee you. Yeah.
But do you? But knowing me and knowing that I train to fight, what do you think that aspect is going to do to me?
Now wait a minute. If you saying knowing you.
Yeah.
Knowing you wouldn't go toe to toe with me.
I know that, but I'm just saying.
With a woman.
Exactly, but I'm saying if a woman fighting a man, they're already clearly at a disadvantage.
I don't know. I know some women that can knock some dudes out.
We're gonna fight with this extra appendage.
Right.
That's just as my niece getting bullied by boys. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's their parents, their mothers, their father to tell them, hey, a boy shouldn't be bullying a girl more. Let's put
well, see, speaking in reference to that school, see that it's certain schools that have this issue, I believe, because I was dealing with the situation and it wasn't bullying. However, I had to tell my daughter, listen, do what you have to do. But mom, they said if we do that, we can't participate in the 8th grade clothes. And I said, baby,
you ain't worried about that.
When you get, I'm gonna get in trouble. Who they gonna call? They gonna call me.
Yeah. So how you get in trouble? It's fine. I'm telling you.
Okay. But that particular school, I feel like the principal
has no control.
She don't understand anything until she get that heat ticket from North Avenue, because that's the only way she responded to me. She got that heat ticket from North Avenue because I called over there. Listen, if y'all don't want me to come up in that school with some nieces, some cousins.
It's a family affair.
Y'all better go ahead and handle what y'all need to handle. I don't know what to tell you.
Bullying is out of control in schools, period. And part of the problem is the overpopulation of the classrooms and not enough adult personnel. And
not just that, the educators. Because at my daughter's school, I'm telling you this, the math teacher supposed to cover the 7th and 8th grade. When I tell you they have not had a consistent math teacher the whole school year, they'll come, work, quit. Then they had a regular sub in there. She quit. Like, come on. This is not good at all.
Well, I went up there to have a parent conference, and the lady told me 6 of the last 8 teachers quit. And we ain't even we halfway through. But you lost 6 teachers by the middle of the school year.
That's crazy.
In most schools, I think the 7th and 8th grade, the middle school is just off the chain. Yeah. I don't care what school it is. Because when my kids was at North Bend, the 7th and 8th grade was off the chain. It just was off the chain. I don't know why. I think it's because they just entering into the teenage years and hormones going this, that, and the way and the other. Like the whole situation with my daughter was about some little boy. Like, how you gonna be mad because he like her? I said, girl, listen, don't worry about that girl, okay? He can like you all he want, but your focus don't need to be on the boy. It should be on school.
Or that little girl not liking you because of him.
Like, I was just confused. However, please don't bully my child because I'm
shouldn't be bullying anybody.
I try to be a parent at all times, but when you take me there, I don't play with my kids. I just don't. I don't. And that principle, the bad part, that the thing that really grinded my gears was one day I was picking my daughter up from school. Now, like you just said, a disadvantage for a woman fighting with a male, right? I'm driving to leave the school, but I'm like, why all these kids running down the alley? They down there banking a little boy. I go down there, break it up. But anything could have happened. I put the little boy in my car. His face was just bloody, just a mess. And then drove around to, now one of them hit the back of my car. And immediately, not thinking, I put my car in reverse. I was listening. I said, you just hit my car? He was like, I did not. I'm getting out with my mates. Did you just hit my car? He took off running. Yeah, that's what you should do. Yeah, because then you want to explain to your mother why a grown woman maced you. Because I saw you hit it. Don't tell me you didn't.
Right.
So when I got out, he, like I said, he took off running. All right, go ahead, go ahead. But I drove him back around to the school. I waited. I'm calling the school. Nobody's answering the door or the phone. But everybody don't leave when the kids leave. Somebody has to say bye during dismissal. During dismissal. So it should be an adult on each side. Like, I don't understand. So what if a child ride don't show up or something? How do they get back into school to, you know, be able to contact somebody?
That's crazy. Once they
that wasn't cool.
They just.
I had to wait until it was some kind of adult to, you know, get the little boy, because all he was just bleeding everywhere. And I'm thinking, like, there's going to be blood all in the back of my car. But it was more or less, if it was my child, I want somebody to break it up.
Exactly.
I couldn't leave him there.
Right.
And even though I'm telling him, come on, get in the car, another boy hits him. And he looked like he went to Emerson. Like, he purposely came up the street to fight the boy. I was just so lost. I was mad because I can't hit the kids. But if it was my job, I might have ran somebody over with a car. No lie. I'm trying to tell you, I don't like that banking stuff. I do not. He was a little young boy. My daughter said he was in the 7th grade. I don't remember his name. I'm not saying I expected the parents. Well, I did. I don't need nobody to call me, but if you had wrote a little letter, thank you. Because your son was on the ground. They could have really hurt him. But it's okay. I did it out the kindness of my heart. So, I don't know. If you have anything to add to the conversation about Mr. Bernard Hopkins, and I keep saying Mr., although he's a child, he still deserves it to Mr., which is the student who was charged as an adult. How I want to say this. It was a crime to stab the person, but however, he was defending himself. Unfortunately, Maryland does not have a defense law, but
they do.
It's ways around. They do and they don't.
You have a law. It's not a self-defense law.
Exactly.
It's a law to defend yourself. So have to.
Does that not say you do and you don't?
Yeah.
Okay. So
but
if you would like
case,
to,
the law worked for him.
Hold on. If you would like to add your 2 cent, 5 cent, 10 cent, because Tony get ready to give us 10, and I would like for y'all to cut them off. 404-436. 1277. Again, that's 404-436-1277. So Tony, you can continue your comment. Y'all can, if you want to call in, and give us your thoughts. Tony, when you finish your comment, I'm gonna read some of these comments.
I'm just saying that the law that they had worked for him because he couldn't reasonably escape. So when he go to trial, if he want me to represent him, I'll go down there and represent him.
Sweetheart,
he couldn't reasonably escape without causing harm to someone.
If anyone is related to Bernard Hopkins, do not allow Tony to come and represent. I need you guys to get him, Warren Brown.
No, don't get him Warren. Get him somebody else.
Well, get him somebody. Can we set up a GoFundMe so he can get a good attorney?
Why not?
Right.
I don't know if they can do it on GoFundMe. That's why I say I know it's another website where they can do it. Right?
Didn't they just set up a GoFundMe for somebody to get money for a lawyer or something?
I don't know.
You can mask it and say anything.
So if y'all gonna set that up, let me know with the link, because I'm willing to donate, because he needs an attorney.
Mr. Brown Hopkins.
Who?
Bernard Hopkins.
Brown Hopkins. She gave him 2 last names. So before we get a caller, one of the comments from Nicole, it says, people need to understand that bullying has gotten way out of hand and it can affect their self-esteem for life, which is true. We have another comment from Terry. Terry said, you can't choose your consequence. Sad, but so. Okay. Now the young man has to suffer because he was bullied. Hold on, Nicole. So, of course, y'all know we have a very, this is our top supporter, whether y'all know it or not. But my mother said, my mother said everyone is tired of the bullying, yet no one wants to be the one to say that's enough or take a stand to stop them. Some parents are afraid of their own bullies. Now that y'all know that's true. Get these children help before they become a part of the system. Or dead, okay? Because had he swung that knife in the right way, he could be dead, for real.
Right. If he'd have aimed it higher, he'd have been dead.
Mm-hmm. That is very true. Nicole had another comment that says kids are taking their lives, and some people that are placed in authority position rather not deal with the paperwork. And she did say that code of conduct paperwork was a waste of time.
It is.
Yep, so, wow. It's more comments, y'all. Oh, yeah, that's that. These bullies are turning our children into gangsters. Don't let it happen. Oh, wait a minute.
I don't agree with that.
I don't know. We turn them into...
If they would turn them into gangsters, they wouldn't be walking around with knives. They'd be walking around with guns, and it'd be a pack-up.
But some of them, listen, there has been bullies. There has been people who have been bullied that turn into that person because they think that I've seen a movie like that, so... And they say it was based on real life. You know, some movies do go that way. But some children, when they're bullied, they end up turning into the bully to make it seem like they're tough. So it might not be that particular year, but later on, I believe it's definitely possible. Don't look around because you would like... We didn't talk about R. Kelly more than once on this show. And R. Kelly was molested, and what did he do? He turned around and he messed with people, and he should not have.
Allegedly.
So, ain't no allegedly.
Allegedly.
Oh, boy, please. Aaliyah was definitely underage. There's no allegedly. Listen, I separate the music from the man. Don't try to play. I love me some R. Kelly music. But as a person, he definitely was enjoying the minor. I don't want to hear it. Somebody, you want to speak on the gangster? Look like you slid over there for gangster.
I just have a different view on the bullying.
Were you bullied?
I think a lot of people. I think everybody was bullied to some degree at some point in their life. At some moment, an older cousin, an older sibling, somebody in class, somebody that said some things that made you uncomfortable at some point in your life.
But that don't make you a bully.
You said have I been bullied?
Yes.
I said everybody has been bullied at some point.
So that's
So yes, everybody has. That's by the definition that people are using now. Everybody's experienced that, because I think the definition now is too broad. I think that people label things as bullying that's not bullying. I think that when you're in school and people make jokes, crack on you, quote unquote, crack on your clothes, things that you have seen and done, every instance of that is not bullying. Sometimes people just talking about you is not bullying. If you don't like what people are saying and you get frustrated and that's not bullying. That's there's a line, and I think that the threat part has like me making a joke about you and me physically threatening you are two different things. But people lump it all together. We make kids too weak. We make them too. I mean, we all dealt with fights. We all dealt with things in school. And the fact that we don't allow kids to deal with nothing, they can't fall down, they can't get dirty, shit, they can't even play outside. You know what I mean? It's too much. It's too much.
How many times are you allowed as a person to crack a joke on me without me splitting your shit? That's the question.
Well, and I'm glad you said that, because I feel that
because it turned into a bully you make the one joke fine, but if you continuously make jokes about me, I'm gonna bust all this up.
And that's the problem. I think the other part is that there has to be equal retaliation for what I'm doing. For instance, when you retaliate wrong, that's how you get the guy who was getting picked on, and now he's facing an attempted murder because his reaction was not equal to what was happening at the moment. So just like Tony said, and this is why he's facing a charge, if that knife had gone one other direction, hit the wrong organ, dude would have been dead, and then he would have been looking at life,
and he wouldn't have been able to bully nobody else. He would have been a hero in my eyes.
I mean, that's true, but then now the boy's whole life has changed because of that decision.
That is very true,
and that's wrong. Like, for instance, when you have if I step on his shoe, right? Step on his shoe and he stabs me, That was the wrong reaction. Now,
so what's the right reaction? Because that
saying something. I mean,
hold on a second.
When people get killed for stepping on shoes, that's wrong.
Bernard Hopkins,
not the boxer. Not to be confused with the boxer.
Nobody said that. Bernard Hopkins' family, his sister spoke. They contacted the school. They contacted North Avenue. Nobody's doing anything. So is this child supposed to miss school, get failing grades because somebody keep bothering him? No, they should have checked the person that was bothering him. So now that he's checked him,
that's a bigger
I
problem.
don't believe you can look at him and see he stabbed him out of fear. It wasn't like, oh yeah, I'm going to school. The other boy was the aggressor, flat out, period. You can see that in the video. Then when you see his response to being stabbed, clearly he was the aggressor.
Well, you remember the other video that we talked about with the girl with the teacher, where she struck the teacher? I don't remember. Maybe it was at
Carver.
Douglas. I think
it was two of them. It was two of them.
The one video we saw. Maybe the teacher had been out for a while. She was an older lady. Yeah.
That was Douglas.
So when these videos pick up in the middle, we don't know the what happened before, what happened after. We only see it right in that video. And at the moment, at the moment of the video, when we see the little girl strike the teacher, that was wrong. We agree on that, right? Under no circumstances should the student have struck the teacher. Yeah,
this lady, yes.
That particular instance. Then we had another instance where the teacher a couple years ago did something to the student. You remember that one? It was like a male teacher. These videos come up in the middle. We don't know everything that's involved. We don't know the whole history. When one teacher got shot at Douglas, and they said there was some back history or whatever. I mean, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But whatever he was at the school, the adult got shot. We don't know the whole stories. But at the end of the day, when these reactions are wrong and they just get taken too far, and then the people end up having to deal with these consequences. And I agree. That's a bigger problem. The appropriate way to react to situations is what's not being taught.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. However, if you spit on me, I'm not going to spit back on you. I'm going to beat your. Listen,
and that's fine.
It's not going to be.
But if you pull out a gun and shoot me and my mother and my sister, that's not too much. There is an excess. There is a point where you can say, okay, that's too much. That's all I'm saying. Sometimes it's too much. Now, spitting on somebody is
all right.
What's too much to
I see what he's saying. He's saying basically like when he stabbed him the first time,
yeah,
even though that was too much,
him.
He should have left it there. But then he chased him outside and stabbed him.
Now the threat is over. Had he stabbed him one time, I think that he would have a better case.
Listen, it don't work like that. I mean,
I know it don't, but I'm saying I'm understanding where he's coming from.
Because that's where self-defense. That's probably that's the self-defense law.
It don't even have to be. It was a crime of passion. Hey, listen, he got a way out of this flat out. I'm not saying he's not gonna have any consequences, but he'll have a consequence, and he should suffer some type of consequence. However, it needs to be taken into accountability that he was bullied.
I think it will.
Like I said, when it related to my daughter, if I drive up to the school and some girls are banking my daughter, I'm gonna suffer the consequence. Cause I'm banging whoever on top of my daughter, and I don't care who get mad, who got something to say. It is what it is. No, you're not gonna just bank my. Oh, get off of my daughter. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm swinging too.
I mean, there's definitely a way out of it, and Baltimore, Maryland does have laws to this. If you look at Vicious V case last year, Vicious was killed, and he was being a bully. The way that the story was presented, he was bullying. The person who was bullied was jailed for a period of time. He went to trial. He beat it. But he was charged with murder. He was charged, but he beat it. So I'm saying there's ways around it, depending on the situation. You know what I mean? Now, if he had gone over, I think, and stood over him and shot at his body, I think that would have been excessive. That didn't happen. I'm just saying you can get yourself out of the situation and then stop. But if you pursue at this point, now you become the aggressor. That can change the situation.
I think, like I said, I think he'll be fine, because when you think about it, that little poke that he did the first time, in my mind, when I look at it, he was looking to disable him so he couldn't come back. Well, that law, he was going to come right back, or his homeboys was right there waiting. They was waiting to jump in it, but they just didn't know he had a knife.
And that was the question. Why are you going in your dip, yo?
Right, they kept asking that. One boy said the dip, and the other boy said the pocket. So listen, come on now. Devin said bully him. Lord Jesus, I cannot. Shantae said that boy had 2 different boys coming at him, and you don't know what he was thinking or feeling at the time. Sheila says, my granddaughter was bullied in school. She did not want to go back to school. She's getting homeschooled.
Wow.
See, I mean, it takes a lot on these kids, and people really be thinking it's a joke. Oh, well, just because he was talking about her shoes 2 days.
I understand the cracking. When we was in school, we cracked on people. We cracked on each other. You know what I'm saying? But you.
So what are you cracking now? Because y'all wear uniforms. So what are you cracking on?
Right.
But hold up. You can crack on anything. You can crack on the way the person face is, person teeth, people head. I mean, come on, you in the chat. You see how they go back.
Oh yeah,
all the time.
we all do.
I mean, even though we family, but still, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, it's the same with them. Like you can joke a person, but that it becomes obsession to keep joking the same person. That starts to become bullying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying. And even if you're joking that person, it gets to a point where it's bullying. Now, every day, everybody in the class is going to come at me like, oh, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? So,
you ain't say that when so-and-so was saying, see?
So, I beat this guy up. Now, this guy's joking me. You know what I'm saying? And then once I beat him up, he starts joking me. It becomes, you know what I mean, an engagement. You know what I mean? And the biggest thing, especially as parents, we're not teaching our kids how to disengage from bullying, and we're not teaching them how to react to bullying as far as defending themselves. That's a two-edged sword.
I told my boys, if they hit you twice, tell the teacher. The third time.
No, that's too much.
No.
Hit me once, and you might as well settle up because we going on a ride.
When in the elementary, middle school.
That's too much. Hit you, hit them back. It's no giving chances because guess what happens?
That's what I do in life.
You can't give chances. In my adult years, I take that one step back, and if you advance, I'm popping you for the sake of my job. But me.
So you telling me that was wrong? Give him 2 chances to tell the teacher.
Yeah, that's way totally wrong. Because guess what happened? I gave him 2 chances a day. Guess what happened tomorrow? He come and smack me tomorrow. If every day he keep coming and smack me one time.
I didn't say a day. I didn't say a day.
Right.
I didn't say a day.
I think that's right. You hit him one time, it's like, stop, don't do that. Hit him again, then you tell somebody else. I mean, you don't want to be a complete, you don't want to be like that.
I just say, I'm going to get him 14 chances, that one go 10 chances. No. Once, okay.
Slap me, I'm slapping back. Ain't no chances.
After that, then go ahead.
Ain't no chances.
After that, go ahead.
Look,
listen.
My grandfather.
If somebody come and smack you in the back of your head, you need to react to that.
Right.
With a little tap, then.
Right.
My grandfather
but
told me
nobody's
this.
doing little taps. They doing something to be. Nobody doing them little innocent taps like. And so no.
My grandfather told me this. He said, if you big enough to hit, you big enough to get hit back.
Exactly.
If you can't take the pain,
I wish I had that clip
don't
of
play
Zoe
the
when
game.
the little boy was saying.
That's what he said.
In trouble. I'm gonna show you the clip when we get. But let me read these comments real quick before we get off of here. Reese said Maryland needs a self-defense law ASAP.
It has one. It's not called self-defense.
Okay, so that means it's not self-defense. Hold on. I want to read the comments real quick.
Go do your thing.
Reply. But my mother says, how can a child learn in school when they are looking over their shoulder constantly? Nicole says, let's just say the system knows it's failing our children and love to place it back on the parents. Not all parents are hood and want to teach their children, teach their kids, everything, maybe she messed up somewhere. Yeah. Everything doesn't require hands.
Right.
Okay, so Shantae says, one of the teachers at my school was just complaining about his fifth grader class being overcrowded with 38 kids and they out of hand. All they want to do is fight and talk about people. See how they go.
Mm-hmm.
But they are closing too many schools, though.
They are. This whole joining elementary, middle school kids together is a stupid idea. The same with joining middle and high school kids.
You know what?
It's stupid.
It was
because you're putting so many kids in the class and you're breeding
People
a
that they
society.
try to go.
You're breeding a society of bullying. They're breeding that.
But here's the thing, right? When they first started the elementary and middle, it seemed to be a great idea to me. You know why? I had children in elementary and middle. Pick your sister up from, you see what I'm saying? So
the convenience aspect, I get that, but how can you teach a 10-year-old and a 5-year-old in the same environment?
But you don't. It don't go that way. You've been there.
Look at that school that we refuse.
But they have a middle school. They have a middle school hallway and an elementary hallway. So they're not on the same side.
That's bogus because Jordan was just in the kindergarten class when they broke his class up.
But you know what? We're not gonna talk about Jordan, okay? Because I talk about him all the time when I get to the school and jack him up. He probably was over there because he don't know how to act.
No, I went there. Listen, I went there for the meeting. And they told me that's where they put him at because they broke his class up. And I said, why?
But you know him and my daughter in the same class. So why did they put Jordan over there with who?
The kindergarten. They said they put the kids where they could place
How old
him.
is this Jordan?
Listen, he's 13. In 8th grade.
Why is he in the kindergarten?
Because he probably was acting like a kindergartner at the time.
Tell me the reason why.
Because he probably was acting like a kindergartner at that time.
They had no teachers, so they had to break the class up.
He need to stop.
So why is he in the kindergarten class, not in the 7th grade class?
But listen, if he pop up to school more often, he'll see Jordan in the hallway. Jordan might be in that kindergarten class, but don't know how to act.
A lot more. A lot more.
I ain't never bumped into you. But no, y'all,
because
listen.
You always at work.
Not always. I get my days off.
I ride past you every morning.
Lord Jesus, that's what he said. That's what he said. You said not a beach field. So anyway, listen though, for real, all jokes aside, y'all. Every school that I can't say it's in every Baltimore City school, but every school that I have encountered, whether it's with my children or family member, the middle school have this side or the elementary have that side.
That's true.
So even like at Lakeland, I don't know if it should be probably still the same way, but they had color-coded hallways. This is the 4th and 5th grade hallway. This is the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade hallway. So if you was on that hallway and you wasn't in that grade, you're in the wrong place. You see what I'm saying? So they not being taught by the same teachers. They shouldn't be in the same area at all. You follow me?
In a perfect world, yeah, but we know that's not happening that way. But I totally understand what you're saying. I can't say that.
Well, I don't even have the problems. Right now, technically, my daughter is a senior at her school. She's in the 8th grade. She's in the 8th grade. She's a senior. She's on her way to high school. Hey, high school. I'm sorry, you guys.
What's this month? April,
tomorrow will be April. Come on, don't speed the day up. I don't need April Fools just yet.
I got, 3 more months to go and I'm done?
That's true. Okay. That is true. I see your comments. However, we're going to wrap the show up. Reminder about coming out on Friday to support us. She'll be there in support. However, I do have a team. I can't wait to get to this lip sync. Is it a battle? Is it, what is it? I say we battling. We're battling. So it's the 3rd annual LipSync4Lupus, raising money to help find a cure for lupus. We do have a team, and our goal is to win. We are going to shut it down. Okay? S.W.A.P Radio. We got this. The event, doors open at 5, and the lip sync competition starts at 7. So make sure you come out, spend a little bit of money, or a lot if you would like. It's going to be at, 102 Chartleaf Drive, Ricerstown, Maryland, 21136. Also, don't forget about our event, S.W.A.P Radio Mental Health Awareness Event, April 27th, 1:30 to 4:30. I don't know what y'all talking about on there. It's going to be at 5011 Arbutus Avenue. Don't listen to her. It is in Zone 15. It is not considered the Heights as of yet.
All my Park Heights people know what I'm saying. That's Park Heights.
Just because it does not. NT-Way, okay? NT-Way. That's because she ratchet, y'all. We're going to have a ratchet show just for her.
I'm bougie.
No, you're not.
I'm bougie.
No, you're not. So, what else do we need to... Wait a minute. Follow us, you guys. Follow us. Follow me on Instagram. You're right. Follow me on Instagram as Monica WLS and the number 2. The radio show is the S.W.A.P Radio Show on Instagram. And before I get to Toya to give her information... Oh, wait a minute. Facebook. S.W.A.P Radio. Hit the like page. Survivors with a Purpose. Hit the like page. It's a new season. Okay, we're in spring. And that's why you now see Toya here. New seasons, new beginnings. It's all new over here. As you can see, these will be our new shirts that we will be wearing, out with the old and with the new. Okay? So Toya, give your following information.
My name on Facebook is Latoya Johns Bay. And on Instagram, it's Bedroom Candy by Toya.
We're going to have surviving a non-existent sex life so you can talk about your toys. I don't know. Tony, we want to thank you for chiming in, you know.
Yes, buddy.
We'll also thank Diamond K for his input as well. We appreciate you guys. I'm going to see how well, you know, y'all have input for the surviving a non-existent sex life, or how to spice up, you know, surviving, you know. It'll be interesting.
I hope you block certain elderly people, so because that could get right and wrong.
Maybe they shouldn't tune in. I don't know what to tell them.
No, I deal with elderly people.
No.
Explicit content is what I'll say.
Okay.
What I'll say is explicit content, so that they know when they tune in. They might see a dildo over there or something, you know. I'm just joking, y'all. Okay. So anyway, we're going to be here each and every Sunday at 6 p.m. You can, of course, watch us on our social media or log on to www.radioonfire.com/live. As I always say, walk by faith, not by sight.